Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new review of the Nike Magista Obra. It would not be an understatement to say that this pair of boots have revolutionized the football world. This is because it has used very technologically advanced materials in its construction, and we're going to start with the Flyknit upper. The Flyknit upper is a thick yarn that's actually sewed to become very dense yet very pliable and very flexible. This is combined with Nike's dynamic fit collar, which is meant to provide a seamless feel for all you players out there looking for that one-to-one feeling. So all this talk about technology is well and good, but how do these boots actually perform? Well, tune into the rest of the video to find out. The Nike Magista Obra utilizes Nike's brand new Flyknit technology. Now, as mentioned earlier, Nike's Flyknit technology is actually thick strands of yarn sewn together to form an upper that's very dense and very strong at the same time. There are many people that actually think the upper may not last, but that cannot be further away from the truth. The upper is also extremely flexible, which actually defies our expectations, because with something made to be so strong, it's usually a requirement for it to be pretty stiff, but this is not the case. When playing, we found that the Flyknit upper was actually pretty thick, and we will compare it actually to the Adidas Predator Instinct in terms of its thickness. It would actually still give you some sort of a barefoot feel, but with an extra padding because of the thickness of the Flyknit upper itself. Now, the Flyknit upper also comes in this honeycomb kind of mesh kind of configuration, which actually gives it grooves that actually allows the production of friction on the ball, especially when you're making very fine touches on the ball and when you're actually kicking the ball with a lot of strength. You can actually feel that this honeycomb kind of texturing actually provides you with a lot of grip that is very enjoyable actually when making shots on the ball and taking shots. And it was a sensation that we, although took a while to get used to, in the end got pretty used to it, and we actually enjoyed it quite a lot. Now, besides the Flyknit upper, how did the dynamic fit collar work for us? There were many people who actually expressed their doubt when we showed them this pair of boots. They asked, would the addition of a dynamic fit collar actually restrict your ankles? And the restriction of ankles is a big no-no in football, simply because the ankles are such an important part of the game. Well, our answer to that is no, and in fact it actually kind of adds on to the energy efficiency that is not lost by the ankle simply because of the addition of the dynamic fit collar. Now, what do I mean by that? With the dynamic fit collar, it actually kind of locks your ankle in place when you have to lock your ankle in place. So for example, when you're taking hard shots and the requirement is to lock your ankle in place in order to generate that amount of power, the dynamic fit collar actually gives you that. It actually gives you the advantage over other pairs of boots. In terms of dribbling, however, you might be asking, will this restrict our movement? And our answer to that is, no, it won't. The dynamic fit collar actually gives you a very seamless sensation, just as Nike intended. It makes you feel as if the boot is connected to the rest of your body, and that gives you very enjoyable sensation when dribbling, because you feel as if whatever movement you're making, the boot is actually in sync with you, and in that sense it's very responsive. Now, this responsiveness is actually added on by the very impressive lateral stability that Nike has actually provided for this pair of boots. Now, along the Flyknit upper, you actually notice that there's a layer of Nike skin, in fact several layers of Nike skin, going around the whole circumference of the boot. And what happens with that is it actually gives you a whole ton of lateral stability, and when you're making quick cuts, lateral cuts, you can actually feel the boot resisting any inertia that you might have to give you very efficient energy transfer. And when dribbling, this is a joy, because you find yourself not losing energy, you don't find any slippage in the upper at all, and you're able to just do exactly what you want without the boot encumbering you in any way. The amount of lateral stability actually is one of our favorite aspects of this pair of boots, and it's something that we strongly urge Nike to do for the future releases that they may have. Now, a question that most people ask is the boot difficult to get into? And as you can see from the very start of this video, it is not. You simply have to put on your pair of socks, hold the dynamic fit collar, slip it on, and there you go. It may seem hard, but it's not. The last thing we have to talk about is actually the fit of the boot. It actually utilizes the same hypervenom last for this pair of boots, and because of that, it's very anatomical and it's sensational. You feel as if the upper is one-to-one with you, and the feeling of weightlessness is there. Go through the size for this pair of boots and you'll find that they fit you very well. So that's all we have for this particular review, and we'd just like to go out there and say that this is a pair of boots that have defied our expectations. We did not expect the technology to be that effective, but that was not the case. It actually did improve performance aspects, and for that we were very impressed with this pair of boots. But what do you think about the new Nike Magista Obra? Let us know in the feedback section below, and if you could just take a second to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe to our channel, we would greatly appreciate it. So that's all we have for this review of Nike Magista Obra, and we hope that you've enjoyed it as much as we have bringing it to you. See you next time. Bye bye.